Good morning, everyone. It's your English class, and today we are going to study our first chapter of Unit 2nd, The Last Leaf, O. Henry, written by O. Henry. Okay, so this chapter we are going to study. So let's start. What is the meaning of masterpiece? Masterpiece means excellent work. Can the word only be used for the works of talented and well-known artists such as Leonardo da Vinci? So Leonardo da Vinci was a very good artist. So author wants to say that can we masterpiece word used only for such type of artist? Next line he says that, or can an unknown artist produce a masterpiece discussed in groups of five? So can any like a common person or common artist or unknown artist produce such type of excellent work? So this thing we have to discuss. So now let's understand. So basically this chapter is regarding preparing a masterpiece. So in this chapter, two girls were there, Sue and Jonesy, and one another artist was there. His name was Behman. So Behman was a good artist, but in entire life he did not prepare any masterpiece, any excellent work, any good work he did not do. But just before dying, he prepared a masterpiece. How he prepared the masterpiece, this we will understand, this we will learn in this chapter. So let's start. In Greenwich Village, at the top of a three-story brick house, Sue and Jonesy had their studio. So, author says that there was a village that name was Greenwich, and there were brick house, and that was three-story building. Two artists, two girls used to live there. They were Sue and Jonesy, and their studio was there. Studio means where they usually make their paintings. They had met an 18th, 8th Street Delmonico's and found their taste in art so congenial that the joint studio resulted. So they met on the 8th Street and Delmonico's. So there they found their taste is same in art. So jointly or suitable, they organized a studio, right? Means they started living together in a same studio. That was in May. So this happened in May. In November, then author is saying the incident of November month, a cold, unseen stranger whom the doctor called pneumonia talked about the colony, touching one hair and there with his icy fingers and smiting his victims by scores. So dear friends, stroke means here to make victim, okay, and smiting means here like to kill someone or to attack on someone, that is smiting, and stroke means like to make victim, किसी का शिकार करना, किसी को बीमार कर देना. So in month of November, a cold stranger was that as a disease, that name was pneumonia. Pneumonia spread there, and everyone started suffering from pneumonia, and number of people became the patient of pneumonia that time in the month of November. Jonesy he smote. So Jonesy also suffered from pneumonia, and she lay scarcely moving on her iron bedstead, looking through the small window panes at the blank side of the next brick house. So Jonesy also suffered from pneumonia, and just she was just laying in her iron bed, and just she was looking into the window pane on a blank side of a brick house. Okay, so just she was just looking from her window, and there was a wall, and that was a brick wall. One morning, the busy doctor invited Sue into the hallway. She has one chance in 10, he said, and that chance is for her to want to live. Then when Jonesy was suffering from pneumonia, one day a doctor came there that was very famous doctor, and he came there, and that doctor told to Sue that Jonesy has very less chances of living because she has left the hope of living. She doesn't want to live. That's why there is very less chances, like 1 out of 10. So this matter was told by the doctor to Sue. Your little friend has made up her mind that she is not going to get well. So doctor says to Sue that your friend Jonesy has made her mind that she is not going to get well. Has she anything on her mind? So doctor says to her, doctor asks from her, is there something in her mind? Then Sue says that she wanted to paint the Bay of Naples someday, said Sue. Then Sue said this she had the wish to paint the Bay of Naples. So this was the wish, nothing else, right? Paint, Bosch. Bosch. This is a word when we say this word when we have to say nonsense and like a rubbish thing. So then we have to say this word Bosch, like rubbish. Said doctor. Doctor said like this. I will do all that science through my efforts can accomplish. But when my patient begins to count the carriages in her funeral procession, I subtract 50% from the curative powder of medicines. So doctor says that when such a patient I interact, so they have very less chances to get well because they started counting the carriages in her funeral, means like they starting counting the days of their death. So in such case I can't help them and I reduce the medicine also. So this is impossible, she will get well, doctor said like this. After the doctor had gone, Sue went into the workroom and carried a napkin to a pulp. So when the doctor went from there, so Sue went in her workroom and she carried a napkin to a pulp. Pulp means soft materials. Napkin means on which she will paint something. Then she staggered. Staggered means walk, right? Then she staggered into Jonesy's room with her drawing board. So with a drawing board, she went there. Jonesy lay, scarcely making a ripple under the bedclothes with her face towards the window. And Jonesy was just laying there and hardly she was making any ripple. Ripple means like any wave under her bedclothes, and just she was looking towards the window. Sue arranged her board and began a pen and ink drawing to illustrate a magazine story. Then Sue started painting a magazine story on that board. As she was uh, sketching, she heard a low sound several times, repeatedly. She went quickly to the bedside. When Sue was painting, she heard something in low voice and quickly a number of times. Then she means Sue went there near the Jonesy. Jonesy's eyes were open wide. She was looking out of the window and counting backward. So Sue found that Jonesy was just looking out the window and she was counting backward. Counting backward means like 7, 6, 5, 4. In this way, she was counting. Jonesy was counting 12, and she said, little later, 11, and then 10, and 9, and then 8, and 7 almost together. So she was saying like that. Okay. So these difficult words are there. So these difficult words, dear students, you have to learn and you have to write in your notebook. So congenial means agreeable, means suitable, suited. Okay. Stalk means hunted, means किसी को अपना शिकार बना लेना, किसी पर हावी हो जाना. Smiting, striking someone forcefully, किसी को forcefully मारना, किस पे हमला करना, right? So these words you have to learn and write. Next page. So dear friends, before going on the next page, I want to ask some internal questions so that I can check that you are understanding the chapter note, you are getting the chapter note, you are paying the heed on my speaking or not. So this thing I want to check. That's why I want to ask some internal questions. So for this, you have to raise your hand if you know the answer. So please raise your hand for the first question. First question is that what are the names of the two girls? So you have to let me know the names of the two girls which were described in this chapter. So please let me know the names of the two girls which were described in this chapter. Raise your hand if you know the answer. And please let me do some setting. Let me extend the size of this box so that I can see the hand of everyone. Stay connected. Raise your hand if you know the answer. Okay, so first of all, Ekansh has raised his hand. So Ekansh, please tell me what can be the answer of this. What are the names of the two girls?
Sir, Sui and Johnsy.
Sue and Jonesy. So these two names were there. The two girls were there. Very good. You have given the right answer. Sue and Jonesy were there. Just after giving the answer, dear student, you need to down your hand. Okay. So our next question is that which disease was spread? Which disease was spread? Which illness was spread there? So you need to let me know the name of the illness. I want to see you were paying the heed on my speaking when I was explaining the chapter or not. So who will let me know? Himanshi, you please tell me. Himanshi, come on, beta, please come forward, unmute yourself and let me know what can be the answer of this question.
Sir, pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Very good. You have given the right answer. Pneumonia was there. Pneumonia spread there. Very good. Next question. Who was suffering from pneumonia? Jonesy or Sue? Who was suffering from pneumonia? So two persons were there. Two girls were there. Kesar, you please tell me. Kesar, you please tell me. Who was suffering from pneumonia? Kesar?
Johnsy.
Yes, very good. Jonesy is right answer. Jonesy was suffering from pneumonia. Very good. You have given the right answer. It means you were paying the heed. You were listening to me carefully. Next question number 4. What did Jonesy want to paint? So when doctor asked from Sue, like is something in her mind? So like Sue told to the doctor, like she wanted something. She wanted to paint something. So what did Jonesy want to paint? So you have to let me know. So who will let me know? You please tell me. You can you tell?
Bay of Naples.
Bay of Naples. Very good. Right answer you have given. The Bay of Naples she wanted to paint. Very good. Right answer. Next question and last question. Where was Jonesy looking at? So where was Jonesy looking at? So can you let me know? Okay, Sia and Rishabh, you please tell me.
Sir, at window.
Yeah, at window she was looking. Very good, right answer. So she was looking out of the window. Very good, right answer. So dear students, in this way, I will ask some questions, some internal question after finishing the next page 2. So please get ready for this and listen carefully and read the chapter by yourself also. So come on the next page. She looked out of the window. What was there to count? When she was counting backward, means Jonesy was counting backward, Sue looked out the window and the Sue saw that what is outside of the window. What was there to count? What is there to count? She asked from herself. There was only a bare, dreary yard and the blank side of brick house 20 feet away. So 20 feet away, there was a like isolated yard was there and blank side of brick house was there. So nothing was there. An old ivy vine, old ivy vine यानी कि एक तरह की ivy बेल होती है जो ज्यादातर trees पर होती हैं. तो an old ivy vine climbed halfway up the brick wall. So there was a ivy vine which climbed halfway up to the brick wall. Its its skeleton branches clung almost bare to climbing bricks. So there was no any leaves on that, means that was bare ivy vine was there. What is it, dear? Asked Sue. Then Sue asked that, what are you counting there? Six, said Jonesy in almost a whisper. In a very low voice, Jonesy said, six. They are falling faster now. Jonesy said, now they are falling faster. 3 days ago, there were almost 100. It made my headache to count them. But now it's easy. There goes another one. There are only 5 left now. Then Jonesy said 6. Jonesy said there before a few days, means 3 days before, there were number of leaves were there, and now there are 6, and now one more has gone. Now 5 are there. 5 were dear, but Sue did not understand. Then she asked from her, "What are 5? What are you saying about 5?" Leaves on the ivy vine. Then Jonesy disclosed this matter. She is counting the leaves, right? When the last one falls, I must go too. I have known that for 3 days. Didn't the doctor tell you? Then Jonesy says that I'm talking about the leaves on the ivy vine. Then then she says that Jonesy says that when last leaf will fall, so she will also die. And then I think doctor has told you also this matter. So Jonesy says like that, like this. Oh, I never heard of such a nonsense, said Sue with a magnificent scorn, with a hateness. And Sue said that I never heard such type of nonsense things, such type of rubbish thing. What have old ivy leaves to do with your getting well? So like Sue says that what is the matter between these ivy leaves and you are getting well? So there is a no connection. Don't be goosey. Goosey means, sorry, don't be goosey. Goosey means fool. Don't be fool. Why they Why the doctor told me this morning that your chances for getting well really soon were 10 to 1. So then she says to herself, why doctor has said to me like you are getting well chances are very less and just 1 out of 10. Then now she understand the matter why like a doctor was saying like this. There goes another. Then Jonesy says again, one more has gone, said Jonesy, keeping her eyes fixed upon the wall. That leaves just 4. I want to see the last one fall before it get dark. Then I'll go to. Then uh, Jonesy just kept counting all the leaves, and just then there were 4 and there were 3, and she was saying that I want to see the last leaf, and with the last leaf I will also die, and before getting dark, I want to see the falling of last leaf, and and with this I will also go, I will also die. She says like this. Jonesy, dear, said Sue, bending over her, will you promise me to keep your eyes closed and not look out of the window until I'm done working? Then Sue comes to that Jonesy, and she says to her, please promise me you will close your eyes and you will not look out the window, and you will keep mum, you will not speak anything because I am preparing something, I'm painting something. I must hand those drawings in by tomorrow. Then she says that, Sue says that I have to complete this drawing and I have to give this drawing. I need the light and or I would draw the shade down. Then she says that I need the light, otherwise I would close that window. Couldn't you draw in other room? Asked Jonesy coldly. With a low voice, Jonesy said that, please go in the another room. Can't you go in that room? I would rather be here for you. Then Sue says that I want to be here just because of you. I want to be here with you, said Sue. Sue said like this. Beside, I don't want you to keep looking at those silly ivy leaves. And then she says that apart from this, I don't want to see you while looking outside of the window on these silly ivy leaves. I don't want to like you to see these silly leaves of ivy vine. Tell me as soon as you have finished, said Jonesy. Then Jonesy says like that, as you finish your painting work, so please let me know. Closing her eyes, and then she closed her eyes and laying white and still. Then she like she was laying still, means motionless. She laid there because I want to see the last one fall. I'm tired of waiting. I want to turn loose my hold on everything. Then she says that I want to see the last link and I want to leave everything. I want to um, get a death. So like she says like this and go sailing down just like one of those poor tired leaves. Then she says that I also want to go down, means I want to get to death as these silly poor leaves are getting down. So I am tired of like these leaves. So I want to also die with last leaves. Like she says like this. Try to sleep, said Sue. I must call Behrman up to be my model for the old hermit miner. Then she says that means like Sue says that you should try to sleep and I will call to Behrman. Behrman was also a painter, also an artist. So like she says that for my old hermit miner, for this model, I want to call her. I'll not be gone a minute. Then she says that I will not go more than a minute. Don't try to move till I come back. Then she says to Jonesy, don't go from here. Don't try to move till I come back. Old Behrman was a painter who lived on the floor beneath them. So he was also a painter who, who lived beneath them in that building, in that floor. He was past 60 and a failure in art. So he was about 60 years, means like he was more than 60 years old and he was not success in art. He had been always about to paint a masterpiece, but had never yet begun it. So that Behrman wanted to paint a masterpiece, means excellent work he wanted to create, but he never created, even he did not start. He earned a little by serving as a model to the young artist in the colony. So in that colony, so as a model, he used to be presented for the young artists, and by this he used to live earning. A fierce little old man, he regarded it as a special duty to protect the two young artists in the studio box. So, like she says that will protect us, that has a duty to protect us. So, like she says, like Jonesy says, like this. Okay. So, dear students, on the behalf of this page, I want to again ask some questions so that I can check you are listening to me or not, you are paying heed or not. So please tell me, please get ready to give the answer of first question. What was Jonesy looking out of the window? So she was just looking out of the window. So what was she looking out of the window? You have to let me know. So please raise your hand. Okay, Rupal, you please tell me what was Jonesy looking out of the window?
Leaves.
Leaves, yes, ivy vine leaves. She was looking out of the window. Very good, right answer. Leaves on the ivy vine. Very good. Next question. Who said these words? Will you promise me to keep your eyes closed and not look out of the window until I am uh, done working? So, who said these words? Can you tell me who said these words? Hmm. Vikansh, you please tell me who said these words?
Sir Sui said these words to
Yes,
Jonesy.
you said yeah, these words. Very good, right answers. You said these words. Come on, the next question. Who said these words? Couldn't you draw in the other room? Couldn't you draw in the other room? Who said these words? Who will let me know? Muskan, you please tell me.
Sir John C.
Yes, very good. Jonesy is right answer. Jonesy said these words. Next question. Who was Behrman? So, who was Behrman means what was the occupation of Behrman? Means he was a driver, he was a teacher, he was a doctor. What was Behrman? Manika, you please tell me. Manika, please.
Sir Behrman was a painter.
Very good. He was a painter, an old painter, we can also say. Very good, right answer. Last question. How old was Behrman? So his age was described in this page. So what was, means how old was Behrman? Who will let me know? Muskan, you please tell me.
Sir past 60.
Past 60 years, so we can say he was above 60. Very good, right answer. So dear students, in this way, I will keep asking the question after reading the every page so that I can check you are listening to me or not. Okay.